This is X-ray analysis of the pelvis. I'm using a thicker marker only so that you can see it more clearly. You use your regular X-ray marking pencil. I'm going to start with putting a dot at the top of the femur head, a dot at the top of the iliac crest, a dot at the bottom of the ischium, at the center of the pubic symphysis, and at S2. Now I'm going to start with the femur head line because that's where we start. This line goes all the way across the film. This is the femur head line. Then I'm going to stay parallel with the femur head line, roll up, and draw about a 2-inch line over the tops of the iliac crest. This is the superior iliac crest line. I'm going to turn my ruler around so that I can stay parallel with the femur head line and roll down to the inferior ischial line. Now I'm going to turn my ruler so that I can get perpendicular to the femur head line. I'm going to line up with the S2 dot, but I'm going to come down here and draw about a 2-inch line over the pubic symphysis. This is the sacral center line. It is perpendicular to the femur head line, lined up on S2, drawn over the pubic symphysis. Now I'm going to measure. I'm going to measure the distance, the length of the iliums. This is, on the right side, is 235 millimeters. On the left side, we have 232 millimeters. They are written, the numbers are written down over the ischium in the white area so that you can see it well. I'm going to measure the pubic symphysis, and that is 8 millimeters. Now I want to write my listing on the correct side, and we do that by listing it on the side of body rotation of the lowest lumbar. On this particular film, it appears to me like the pedicle on the right side is larger than the pedicle on the left side. That would give us a listing of PL. So we're going to list the pelvic listing. We're going to write it on the right side. That's the side of body rotation of the lowest lumbar. The longer ilium is a larger number, and it is a PI. The longer ilium is a PI, and in this one it's a PI 3 because the difference in the ilium numbers. For rotation, we have a difference of 8 millimeters, and the pubic symphysis is to the right of the sacral center line. The dot is always on the IN side. The pubic symphysis is on the right side of the sacral center line. So this gives us an IN of 8. Now we want to analyze the sacrum. So we're going to come back up, put a dot at the sacral ala, and at the lateralmost portion of the sacrum on both sides. We're going to draw our sacral baseline. Now I'm going to line up perpendicular to the sacral baseline and roll over to the lateral sacrum, draw a lateral sacral line. Once again, lining up with the sacral baseline and rolling to the far lateralmost portion of the sacrum. Those are lateral sacral lines, and they are perpendicular to the sacral baseline. Now I'm going to measure the distance from the lateral sacral line to S2. On the left side, it is 54. On the right side, it is 64. The side of posterior rotation is the side of the larger number, and we write the sacral listing on the side of posterior rotation. So in this case, this is going to be a P10-R, the 10 being the difference in the amount of rotation from side to side. And that ends the pelvic analysis.